Hello everybody, welcome this week's Tavern Brawl. Now this week, every one of your minions starts with stealth on its first turn. So, there were a couple of ideas I had for things. Brann is obviously a big one because you're guaranteed multiple triggers of his ability. Things like Summoning Stone or Questing Adventurer came to mind. But, in the end, I decided on an Alarmabot / Summoning Portal deck. And I also threw in Pint-Sized Summoner there for good measure, because this brawl is basically made for things that make targets of themselves, and Alarmabot conveniently goes back to its hand by the time its stealth is up, and it has a pretty potent effect. So, we have Pint-Sized Summoner and Summoning Portal. Again, they're guaranteed at least one use of their ability. Throw in a little dash of removal. Alarmabot's the big deal here because you play it and it retains its stealth until its effect activates. And a little bit of area clear because the enemy has stealth too. A Doom Guard, this guy, a little bit more removal, an Argent Commander, Cairn. Basically all the big cards that I owned, I just stuck in here. Now, I won a game with it already, so there's that. But actually, in my very first win was just a standard issue hand lock deck. Also, every player starts with 10 armor, so I guess to make the game last a little bit longer.
Gul'dan versus Minion.
True, or did he have the same idea I had?
Your soul shall be mine.
Obviously, the point of this deck is you dig for a Alarmabot in your opening hand. And if not, then you can dig for something.
I greet you.
It worked the first time, but
My
let's
greetings.
see if it works again.
I am ready.
I also corrected all my wild cards, so I'm at a slight disadvantage there. Alarmabot, yeah. This is a good hand if I do get Alarmabot, though, because most of the stuff is pretty pricey.
Bring me steel.
That's a good card for this format, too. Alarmabot? Ooh, no, something. I throw a Skilled Nightmare because, again, you'll guarantee at least one activation of its ability. If he plays enough stuff on this turn, I might just Hellfire and buy some time.
Bring me steel.
I think that's a decent Hellfire turn. Why not? Now, the other dream is to get the double Summoning Portal and a Pint-Sized Summoner down, but obviously that's a little bit less reliable than just straight up having a and just flopping down an Alarmabot. Next turn I can put the Summoning Portal, and the turn after that I guess I can play some fatty or other.
This isn't Moonblade.
I also considered the Adult Grizzly. It's not a bad choice.
Job's done.
Next turn, I guess I'll play. I could play the Alcator. 6/10 for 6. Who's complaining about that? But an Alarmabot would be nice. Probably need to kill that thing pretty quickly. And then I have the Shadow Flame if his board gets threatening.
I wonder.
Don't BM me, dude. You have 0 mana.
for no one.
He went to the bathroom or he's DMing me. It's hard to tell.
A natural mistake.
No.
Thank you.
Maybe not this hard. Tough one. I think I need to kill that. Enough of it. A wasted attack on that. And I conveniently have another one available. Now obviously this deck is a little bit awkward if you don't get an alarm robot, but it's a tavern brawl, so what do you expect? These things are gonna happen.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
I'm gonna take this girl, which is unfortunate. Again, if I really need to, I can shadow flame at some point. So yeah, I have to shadow flame now or I die.
For the Alliance! Job done.
And then next turn, what? 6, 7? Or maybe. Probably a pretty good card in this mode. Any AoE is good in this mode, really. You really need it to disrupt your opponent's plans. Alright, good. Finally, jeez.
Summoning portal open.
I'm not worried about 3 damage. I can just trade this in later if I need to.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
Another thing about this mode is that taunt is completely useless. Yeah, I think I'm dead. Oh well, we tried. I'll tap for a shadow flame typing.
You win.
I learned a lot too late. I wonder if maybe useless. Alright, let's try again. Adult Grizzly, and I also saw people using Anubis Sentinels and things like that. I actually tried a deck like that just in Standard. I called it the +1 Druid, and it was a complete disaster. But it might work in this brawl.
Versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, your soul shall be mine.
Shadow Flame. We'll go optimistically keep the Chromagus. That's not bad.
I got you.
And the 10 armor does slow the game down a little.
Greetings, friend.
Ideally, I would draw a llama bot right now, but you can't have it all. Pretty annoying. I'm actually fine with him not making that trade. Ooh. That's pretty annoying. I think I gotta go do a llama bot.
Well played.
Thank you.
I don't care about that. That would be llama bots there. Now, obviously the llama bot doesn't trigger the stealth, but I don't really care about that. The point is just to get a buttload of big minions on the board. Now, another thing with having 2 llama bots is that the llama bot might summon the llama bot, so that is problematic. That's gonna be a problem.
Dare summon me.
Tap. Well. Oh well. He tried.
You win.
This deck worked that one time. I'm beginning to think it was a fluke. But we'll try. We'll keep on trucking. Other cards that I considered were Knife Juggler. I mean, the one game I used to hand luck, the Direwolf Alpha, was pretty nice having stealth. Basically, any minion that's not a very good target, or that makes a target of itself, is a good idea to stick in this mode. Emperor Thorson, Quest of the Adventurer, stuff like that.
Your soul shall be mine.
Alright. Lost everything in hopes of an llama bot. Hellfire will help against the Thrall at least. Excuse me, I got a. Excuse me, I got a cough. That's pretty annoying. I think I'll save the coin in case I need to Hellfire's board a turn early. Yeah. Oh, I got it.
Summoning portal open.
Is he hoping for a taunt? Doesn't get it. Rock Biter. Better use it now.
Coming through.
Don't have a choice. Don't beat that much damage. What, next turn, double summoning portal, so there's that. That'll be fun. Or he's hoping for that. Alrighty. Now we're getting somewhere.
The gates are open.
I'll put the taunt rather than the runts, because I want it to be activated as soon as possible. Using the Hellfire turn. Surprised you didn't take this out. Going real facey. Do I Hellfire here? What charge name could he possibly have? I don't think he has anything.
Behold the might of Stormwind! Farewell.
Well, not happy about it, but it had to be done. I'm getting to the point where my board is really ridiculous, so there's that. 2 taunts, a +1/+1 on everything. My summoning fours are still up. And he's overloaded. Ouch. Problem obviously is that now I can just play it anyway. Just play my stuff standard.
For the Alliance! Farewell.
I don't think I need to tap because I got Chromagus. Stealthed. I killed that because I really don't want to buff it with something. Well, there's not much you can buff it with anyway. Another Flame Tongue or a Rock Biter or something.
What to do?
You might play Elemental Destruction. But even then, most of my board will be alive. 2 big things will be alive. Yeah, he's desperate now. Getting taunt totems out. Oh, get over it. The mistake was not killing the summoning point when we had the chance. Now, even if the Elemental's Destruction, I still have a lethal by a wide margin. Never lucky. Not that the taunt totem would have saved him, or the spell damage would have saved him. What you gonna do? See, this is why I include the summoning portals, just as backup in case you don't draw an alarm bot. Although you could argue that the pint-sized summoner isn't really necessary. Having a pint-sized summoner and a pint-sized summoner together is only equivalent to 1 summoning portal anyway.
You win this.
Well played. Let's do one more with this deck. Then maybe we'll try the questing adventure, summoning stone, Brann, direwolf alpha, nonsense explosion.
Versus Thrall.
Another shaman.
For Doomhammer, your soul shall be mine.
I think we just wanted to dig for alarm robot. Ooh, there we go. I don't have the coin for that. That. Excuse me. Don't play double dust devil.
Summoning portal open.
Probably play Feral Spirit or something. I can trade into that though. I think I get a taunt totem or something. Yeah. Pretty pain in the ass. I don't have a choice. You can't take 12 damage to the face. Now, obviously, if the alarm robot hits this, then that would be pretty lame. Rock fighter. Nice. Hit that guy. Okay. It's alright. I still got a few more turns left. Harsh, bro. Choice. I'm not happy about it, but that's why I included it in the deck. Obviously, this gets to die. He might storm or fork lightning. The next turn I get to do 8 damage to him. Yep, there it is. My son's still alive, which is nice. I think I need to taunt activate as soon as possible.
The gates are open.
I'm not worried about losing what's his face, Eldon. Or that 610. Neither of them are that important. At least he wasted that. I'll tap. Greedily I will tap.
The gates are open.
You could still play Elemental Destruction. Or that guy.
The Fire
To Northrend!
GGWP. Alright, now let's try that other idea I had with the +1 druid. There we go. So do that, do that, do that. Okay. That. One of these. I don't really expect much from this deck, but couldn't hurt to try. Like I said, I tried it in standard and it was a disaster, so might as well see if it works out here in Tavern Brawl. I think the Grizzly is the major factor here. So I'll try and dig for that in my opening hand.
Uther. I will fight with honor.
Wild Growth and Adult Grizzly.
The wild.
Can't get any better than that.
My greeting.
What sort of goofy nonsense this
Well
guy brought.
met.
My thanks to you.
That's good. Next one, I guess it's Grizzly.
Reporting for duty.
Now, things summoned through cards and powers don't usually get stealth. Well, I haven't played this long enough to know the exact rules of it. Like an earlier Dr. Boom's Boom bots didn't get any buff. Okay. Obviously, he'll kill that. It'd be dumb to go face.
Shields off. Record.
Reporting for duty.
Jeez.
The crossbow stand ready.
Just like you.
Harsh, bro. There's a reason they rotated powder from out of standard. If I can play this, clear out his board pretty well.
My shield for
That hurt.
Argus. Behold the might of Stormwind.
For the whole.
Obviously, he has to trade that in. I don't know what he's gonna do with this. I'll probably trade in that if he allows me. I think maybe this deck needs more spells. Oh, that's rough. Harsh, bro.
Pain speak to me.
I'm not sure what the point of that is.
This isn't moonlight.
I'm gonna save this for the card. I need it.
For the wild. For the alliance. Job done.
Shields fail me.
5/5 for 3, not bad. With the stealth.
None may steal our secrets.
We did
Reporting
that
for
in the wrong
duty.
order.
The crossbow stand ready.
Where?
For the whole.
Job done.
Obviously, he's gonna make that trade. Consecrate. Ouch. That's harsh, bro. It's a good combo to bring in this mode, though.
Enjoy reigning.
Job done.
The makers.
Next one I guess it's these two plus hero power. Plus whatever I draw. If I draw a 3-drop or lower. I don't think I'm gonna win this one. There's too much good
I
AoE.
dream and the world
I
trembles.
didn't include any removal on my deck because I'm a druid and all my removal sucks.
For the wild. High tide.
Job done.
I could still win though. Assuming he doesn't kill any of my stuff. I do have lethal on the board. Just barely. But he has 8 targets. He's got to have an answer.
None may
Yeah.
steal our secrets.
Can I draw 5 damage?
The rules.
No.
Engaging
Yeah.
TC-130 until
His
dislocated.
deck is basically just a bunch of utility cards. Not really taking advantage of the brawl. But, what you gonna do?
My shield for Argus. For the wilds. Job's done.
There's a very slim chance, I think. Very slim.
I concede.
GG. We knew the deck was going to be bad, but doesn't hurt to try. So there you have it. And we'll open the pack before we go. Yeah, pretty crappy. Especially since I crafted one of these already. But oh well. It's dust. So there you have it. An interesting tavern brawl. One of those ones where it affects how you build your deck, but other decks are still viable. Like the decks that you just play anywhere are pretty viable. Like I said earlier, I think a Brann deck could be interesting. Or a Summoning Stone deck would be really ridiculous. Questing Adventurer. You can even make a case for Magma Rager in this mode, which is not something you get to say often. What else? It's an interesting mode. It's an interesting twist. I tend to like tavern brawls and modes of the day that are a little bit more subtle. They make you, they're not as over the top as ridiculous as some others might be. Reverend Patron could be interesting in this mode too. But it's also interesting because you basically can't play taunts until a turn later. So they lose a lot of their utility, which is an interesting side effect of giving everything stealth. I mean, some extent that would be ridiculous. Yeah, Thorson, Skilled Nightmare, Odin. All the really slow cards that call attention to themselves are a lot more potent in this mode. And that's what makes it interesting. But, there you have it. Thanks everybody for watching, and be sure to tune in next time.